My name is Dewhurst. I am on the women's track and field team. I am a psychology major and I'm from Lancaster, Massachusetts. I actually only looked at one school and it was Springfield College, and I came with my mom and dad, and Coach Miller gave us the whole tour, walked us around, showed us the facilities, sat us down, and the most memorable thing for me was he was like, what are your goals? What do you want to do academically, and then obviously on the track? And my parents and I left and we were just like, no, we're good, that's it. And then I was set after that, so it was a really easy decision. On the track, my first year was everything I guess I could have wanted. I was able to qualify for nationals, win an individual NUMAC championship. Our team did really well at NUMACs. We were second place, and it was just a really great year. But I think I didn't enjoy those moments. I was doing well, but I was just kind of coasting and going through it and not understanding how exciting that was. So I finished the year and I was like, okay, what do I do now? I have 3 more years, what's next? So my sophomore year was just, I was experiencing a lot of anxiety, and I couldn't, it was both on the track and off, and it really affected my performance. I couldn't be where my feet were. I was always 10 steps ahead, worried about what would happen, and I just didn't enjoy my season. I didn't enjoy the people that were there, and it was a great group of people. Instead of recognizing this is what I've done and I'm really proud of it, I was I have to keep getting better, and that just put a lot of expectations on myself that no one else expected, and just made it harder on myself. Having Victoria Garrett come to our school and talk, not only to all of us, but then take the time to have those individual conversations, and I've been lucky enough to be able to talk to her through Instagram, and her whole Victoria Garrett's whole brand has just grown so much these last few years, and I feel really grateful to just be a part of it. Hearing her story and hearing that I wasn't the only person feeling this way, feeling these expectations, and feeling this anxiety surrounding something that I do love, just made me feel so much better. I am a part of the campus captains program for the hidden opponent, so just trying to spread the message of anxiety is normal, everyone goes through it, and it doesn't make you any less than. And I know that that's something that in these 4 years I've learned so much. I'm no longer embarrassed to talk about it. I love talking about it, and I love helping other people through this. So that was really a start for me of being okay, this is normal and this just needs to be talked about. And I think our campus as a whole handles mental health really well. It's something that no one has to shy away from, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know that's not always how things have been, and that's not how things are everywhere. And Springfield College, just as a college, as a campus, and as an athletics department, you don't have to feel afraid to talk about these things, which I think is really important. The group we have this year is the most special group I've ever been with. Everyone is so supportive, and the first person there if you do well, the first person there if you don't, and it's just, I don't ever worry about what people will say if I don't do well, because I know that it's unconditional love on the team, and it goes for all the other groups too, sprinters, jumpers, throwers, distance. I have never felt so close to the team as a whole, and it's just so nice to be able to walk around campus and know so many people, because our team's 100 strong, so you'll see people everywhere, and just having a friendly face is really nice. And I think we all get each other through the hard days, but then there's also so many more great days that everyone's there for too, which is really special. So Josh and I actually qualified to our first indoor championships together, first time for both of us, and neither of us had the performance we wanted. And then this past time, it was both of our last indoor championships, and it was my redo year. I just wanted to enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it my freshman year, so I went in and I was I'm gonna have the best time ever, and whatever happens, happens. It ended up going really well, and when it was over, I just the emotions were so high. I was crying. It was the most special moment to have Coach Wilkins just say to me, you're an All-American, and know that the 3 years of just ups and downs were worth it. And then not just an hour later to watch Josh become an All-American was just the most special ever. I just can't, it couldn't have worked out more perfectly, and for both of us, it just really felt like this full circle moment of we've put in the work, and it was it finally came to fruition, and I don't think it could have been more perfect. You couldn't have written it more perfect. I think my freshman year I was very much a a me person. I was worried about myself. I was worried about how I was doing. What do people think of me? What do I look like to the outside world? And in these 3 years, I've realized that that is just not the most important part. It's the experience, it's the journey, it's the people. Through focusing on that, my performance has gotten better because I'm no longer like have a sole focus, and my worth was entirely surrounded on how I did, and now that's just like icing on the cake, but I much rather be a good teammate, and I want to be remembered as like the teammate who was there and the teammate who would listen and support you rather than the teammate I never talked to but was really good.